Hey everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is SilverHyena, and once again we are back with Doodling is Serious Business. Okay, so this may just end up becoming a series like Adventures in Watercolor, its own standalone little series, so be sure to keep an eye out for that playlist. Basically what I do is I just find paper. In this case, it's my bullet journal that I never actually used for bullet journaling. Yeah, that lasted all of like 3 days when I attempted to do that. I realized I was spending way too much time planning stuff and never actually doing stuff. Yeah, it's hard it wasn't for me. It's like, I love watching other people do their bullet journaling videos, but it was just one of those things. It wasn't for me. And you know what? That's okay. Anyways, okay, I think I kind of proved my point here. What I do for these videos is while the speed draw is going on, I just ramble about stuff going on completely unscripted. Yeah, and that is exactly what I'm doing now, and it probably shows. Like, this is what it's like to have a conversation with me. Because, like, there's gonna be mistakes, there's gonna be bleh. Yeah, but I actually kind of enjoy doing this because it really takes off a lot of the pressure. Like, I don't feel like, are people judging me? Which, it's the internet, they probably are, so, oh boy, I just opened myself up for that one. Anyways, what I'm talking about here, well, this was one of the later videos that I had filmed shortly before moving, which, seriously, I do not want to move again for a while. Like, it's kind of a, I'd like to move, but I know right now I can't afford it, especially since my car has decided it wants to have some issues too, and so I gotta get those fixed. Like, see, I have trouble just like everybody else. I mean, like, I work a regular day job because I have bills to pay and I need money. I mean, like it's not all glitz and glamour on the other side of the camera. I mean, like, you only see what I want you to see with this stuff, but it's true, I'm sorry. Like, it's not all glamorous. Speaking of not glamorous, as much as I really wanted to be able to buy my own place, have my absolute own space that was just my own, no roommates, no nothing, I unfortunately had to go into this condo with my brother. So it's like, I feel like I was kind of partially coerced a little bit. Like, I'm definitely having a little bit of buyer's remorse. The only thing that saves it from being a complete disaster is that at least I do have my own studio now. Like, it wasn't big enough for me to put my computer in there, unfortunately. I wanted to have, like, my computer set up and all of my art stuff out of my bedroom, which might sound kind of weird to some people, but the thing is that when I had my computer set up and my art studio, when it was all crammed into my room, I had a lot of trouble sleeping. And that's because I associated my bedroom with work, essentially. Like, that is a very real thing, and I understand, because I had to do it for years, that a lot of people, if they want to get to work on their YouTube channel or their TikTok or whatever it is you're working on, sometimes you don't have a choice. That is the only area you can put it. Like, my new studio, which I will show in an eventual future video, it's actually where the dining room is supposed to be, but the living room was big enough that we just put the dining room table in against the wall over there. The living room is still perfectly big enough and fine, comfy. I've already watched way too much movies and TV over there, but hey, sometimes you need a break, you know? And so yeah, a dining room is now my studio. But at least all my art stuff, my recording area, all of that has been able to be moved down there, so I've actually been sleeping a little bit better, not having everything crammed into my room, but at the same time, though, it's like there's just anxiety with, now I'm like, okay, now it's not rent, now it's mortgage. And I don't know, it's probably just because it's new to me. I'm severely anxious about it. And also, call me old-fashioned if you want. I mean, like, I'm a millennial, I'll admit it. And one of my very, very boomer things is that I prefer writing a check, okay? Yes, I know that might be mind-blowing. It's like, wait a minute, why don't you just do it online? I do not like making online payments. I like cash, and for big things like this, I prefer writing a check. But, yeah, we have to make payments online, and I am like, I don't like this at all. But, like, you know, it's better than the place going into complete foreclosure and getting kicked out onto the streets and whatnot. So, you gotta make do with what you got. But, yeah, I'm a partial homeowner now. Yay, I think? I mean, like, it's like I'm not full homeowner because, well, like I said, I had to go in with my brother, which was not my original plan, but anybody who's shopped for houses knows the outrageous prices of the real estate market right now. It's not good. Luckily, though, this condo, like, it's manageable. It's actually a little bit less than what we were paying for rent on the apartment that we had. So, that's good. I mean, like, it's a little bit bigger. Like I said, it's like I finally have room for my studio, so that is an improvement. Other things, it's like, I think that after living in Texas for almost 2 years now, it'll be 2 years come February. I have no idea when this video is getting posted. But I've decided that I'm not a huge fan of living in Texas. Like, maybe there's a very good reason the cost of living in Texas is lower, because it kind of sucks in Texas, to be honest. It is so dreadfully dull here. I do not like living here in Texas. I'm actually starting to really miss Washington State. Yeah, it's like some of the really archaic laws in Texas are just stupid. Like, you can't buy liquor on Sunday. Why? That's just dumb. Should be able to buy liquor whenever I frickin' want. Okay, one thing in Washington State where I was living, there were a lot of casinos in the area. Like, there was several that I could get to within 30 minutes. One that I really liked that was maybe about an hour away. Oh no, two. Like, they were in opposite directions, but let's see here. There was Muckleshoot, there was Emerald Queen, there was Snoqualmie, Redwind, Lucky Eagle. Okay, so bottom line, there were a lot of casinos I used to frequent. And here I was thinking, oh, Texas, they've got a ton of Native American tribes. There's gotta be a bunch of casinos there. No. Okay, like here's a little thing. In Washington State, technically, gambling, aside from the official state lotto, is illegal. But the Native American tribes on their reservations can't say, screw that, we do what we want. And that's why you've got all the casinos there. So I thought that Texas would be the same way. And no. I mean, like, there's a bunch of casinos advertised in, like, Oklahoma and other states like that. But where I currently am, it's like a 3-hour drive one way, which really doesn't work well, especially when I'm overnight. So it's like I just don't go anymore, and it's kind of been driving me nuts because I love going to casinos. If anything, even if like I'm not going to gamble too much, they're usually great Pokemon Go locations, and it's just fun to be there. Like, just seeing all the bright, pretty lights, and just like it's usually got a really, really fun energy, and you can usually find great restaurants there too. So yeah, that's one major disappointment. So it's like I'm kind of like, okay, it's like just stay here a couple more years, especially since I'm now partial owner of a condo. Like, you know, build up some equity, which at least owning rather than renting, you build up some equity, and I understand that a lot of people don't have that luxury. So it's like I understand that it's like I lucked out on that one. Like, I understand that there's a lot of people out there who they don't have a choice. They're forced to rent because things seriously suck right now. But basically, I want to build up some equity, and then in a couple years down the line, I really want to get out of Texas because I'm not entirely thrilled with being in this state. I thought it would be awesome, but the reality is it kind of sucks. So, I mean, like, it's like me personally, it's like I would say that like the taxes and stuff in Texas are a bit less than they were in Washington. A bit, like gas prices are certainly a lot lower. So those are two positives, but I just do not like the vibe in Texas. I just don't. So it's like me, I would say that if you're looking at places to move, I would not recommend Texas, but I understand that, again, some people might not have that kind of luxury. Me personally, I don't like it here. But I'm kind of stuck for right now. Alright, I'll probably carry on with this in the next Doodling is Serious Business video, but I think I've gone on long enough for this one. Okay, so what you learned about me is that I feel like I got kinda sorta coerced into buying a condo. I love casinos. I'm not a big fan of Texas. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the lamest TLDR in history, but whatever. Anyways, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with all that being said, this is SilverHyena, signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!